Hello. Um, I'm Guin, a senior research engineer in the School of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Yesterday afternoon, if you are here, I talked briefly about the sustainability challenges posed by connected and automated vehicles. Today, I'm going to reverse that and talk about how we can use connected vehicles to benefit sustainability and society. So first off, what are connected vehicles? I'll go over this briefly again. The idea of connected vehicles is to have these low latency radios in vehicles and on the roadside, which enables the vehicles to talk to each other and to the roadside. What information do they exchange? The vehicles broadcast their location information, and they can also receive this information about the other vehicles, as well as receive information from the roadside about, say, the signal state, or whether there have been incidents, and so on and so forth. And so what do we do with this information? The vehicles, this creates an environment for the vehicles where each vehicle is aware of all the vehicles around it, or maybe even the other vulnerable road users. So you can map out the collision courses, figure out where are the potential for the crashes, and prevent these crashes by providing an early warning to the driver or directly to an automated vehicle. So but the basic premise of connected vehicles is that all the vehicles will have this equipment for it to be for this to work. But at this point in time, that is not happening. Very few of the vehicles in the real world right now has this connected vehicle equipment. So, and that's not going to change overnight. It's going to take time as the manufacturers roll out vehicles with this equipment, as we retrofit older vehicles. But in the meantime, what the Department of Transportation can do and are doing is putting out the roadside units with the connected vehicle equipment and preparing our infrastructure to be connected vehicle ready. And this is where traffic signal preemption comes in. The traffic signal preemption is an application which can leverage connected vehicle technology without the requirement for this technology to be available in all the vehicles. So, the traffic signal preemption idea is not new. This concept has been used before. And the idea is fairly simple. What you do is when an emergency vehicle rolls up to your traffic signal, you give it green and let it go through. Simple in concept, but you have to first make sure that the other approaches get a yellow for the other vehicles to clear. You don't abandon a strand, have a pedestrian standard in the middle of the road. So previously, the way traffic signal preemption has worked is you have a line of sight activation. When a vehicle moves up to the intersection, there is a strobe light or radar which gives the signal information that there is somebody demanding a green, so the vehicle gets a green. But the problem with that is the vehicle has already arrived at the intersection, and it is most likely going to get stuck behind a queue of vehicles that are waiting at the intersection. So now the emergency vehicle has to either find a way to bypass that queue or has to wait for the queue to clear. In this case, it can take anywhere up to 60 seconds for the vehicle to be able, for the queue to clear. And these 60 seconds add up over the multiple signals and can make the difference between the life and death of the person who needs that emergency service, especially in a case where the probability of survival is going down by 10% every minute, for example, in a cardiac arrest case. Right? So this line of sight requirement has been the problem, which has reduced the effectiveness of traffic signal preemption and has prevented a more widespread use of this technology. So what's new with the connected vehicle technology is it takes away this line of sight requirement. Since we have these roadside units at every signal, we can detect the emergency vehicle much earlier, much before it arrives at the signal. We now have the time to provide the green to that approach before the vehicle actually arrives and clear the queue and make a clear path for the emergency vehicle to go through with 0 delays. And so we recently completed a study where we looked at 17 emergency vehicles that in Gwinnett County got their second-by-second vehicle data, GPS data, and over like 500 signals around the county, and for a before and after evaluation of this. So during the course of the study, we talked with several firefighters, and all of them were extremely excited about the promise of this technology. We hope to be able to use in our research, we are doing the algorithm development to figure out how to when to start giving this green to this approach, so that we so we can ensure safety of the pedestrians as well as cause the minimum disruption to the other traffic. And so we hope to be able to use connected vehicles to improve sustainability and reduce the travel time delay for the emergency vehicles, and hopefully save lives both on and off the roads. Thank you.